In this video, I will show you ways that you can use discussions and Canvas in your elementary classroom. Discussions have many purposes, and I will show you just a few of those in this video. So first, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to navigate to the Discussions tab in Canvas. You can link your discussions from a module or a page for your students to be able to find quickly and easily, or you can have them navigate right to the Discussions tab in their course. Now, in discussions, you have three main topics. You have the pinned discussion, so any topics that have been pinned to the top for students to see first. You have general discussions that you've already created, and then you have discussions that are closed for comments. So if you've closed the comments for any reason, this is where those discussions will be. To create a new discussion, you're going to click on the Add Discussion button up at the top, and here you're going to name your discussion and give it directions. So your title will go in the top, and then down here you have a rich content editor. And you see this rich content editor throughout Canvas. So here you can change the font size, you can change any of the font features, you can add links, images, video or audio recordings, or any type of media, and you have many different other options that you can add as well. So here you're going to have the directions for your students. Let's say you want your students to respond to the reading, and then you give them a link. So they're given a discussion stem, and then you have whatever media attached that you'd like to attach. Now, for our students that have IEPs, 504s, our English language learners that need that extra support, you could always add a video or audio upload of you giving those directions either with your voice or with a video. So then that way you're able to meet those 504 IEP modifications and you're able to help those English language learners. Discussions are a great way where you can modify your assignments for students. This is also a place that you can get formative assessment data. So if you wanted to create a discussion topic where they're responding to the reading and you want to take a formative assessment off of that, that is a great way to see what a student knows, and it's in a more relaxed setting than in a typical quiz. So now down here at the bottom, we have this post to. This is where you can choose if you want it to go to all sections of your course or separate sections in your course. So if you've created any type of groups or sections, you can post to those specific groups of students. Posting to specific groups is a great way to differentiate your instruction. So if you have your groups set up into high, medium, low, then you can give those students prompts that are directed at them. So especially with your low students, that's where those audio and video recordings are great. And you can also make it more challenging for your higher students. Here you can add attachments. Allow threaded replies. That just means students can respond to one another. So think of social media, and that's what that is like. So when you comment, this is giving students that ability to comment to one another. If you want students to post their reply before seeing other students' replies, then you're going to click on this button. This is great, especially when you're taking that assessment data and you want to see what a student knows rather than what they're copying from somebody else. This is great. You could choose if you want to enable a podcast feed and if it is graded. This allow liking is again very similar to social media where they can like each other's posts. And then this add to student to do is great because when you check this, it will go to their home page on the right hand side under their student to do. Here I have my home page in student view, and this is the to do, and this is where the student's discussion would take place if you were to check add to student to do. Now down here you can decide if it is a group discussion and then say how long it is available for students to see. Once you are ready to publish it, you can press save and publish. If you still want to continue editing, you can press save and then publish it later. So these discussions can be used both academic and non-academic topics. If you want them to respond to a reading, this is a great way to see what they took from the reading, any questions they have about the reading. This is also great for building a positive classroom community and culture. So you can ask questions such as, what was your favorite thing about fourth grade? And then you can see exactly what students liked, what they didn't like, and it just gets them talking to one another and seeing others' point of views. You can also have this as a response to what was learned in a subject. This is especially helpful this year with our distance learners. They're able to communicate and chat with one another about different topics. And then you can even have a discussion set up as a general Q&A. So here I have a Q&A discussion, and it says, what are some questions that you have? Feel free to answer your peer if you know the answer. So if you want this for the entire year, you can have one set up at the beginning of the year just as a general Q&A. If you wanted to create one for a specific topic that you're learning about, let's say you have a weather unit going, you can have a weather Q&A, and then students can go through, they can ask questions if they have questions, you can go on and answer, or other students can go on and answer. So this is a great way to build that classroom community, and students are able to help one another. So you can also have a general discussion open up where students can share what's going on with their lives. You can have virtual show and tells, and you can have students just talk with one another as they would in the classroom. So discussions can be used for a wide variety of topics. I hope this video helped you understand how and when you can use discussions in your elementary classroom.